Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your July 2020 work and career reading. Welcome. Thank you to all of you who watched last month's reading, and I hope that you get from this reading what you need to hear. They've been very interesting, the readings I've been doing for all the signs this week, so let's see what lies ahead for you. Just wanted to say thank you to Scorpio for all of you who've subscribed already. I know a lot of you have also watched the love reading. The July love reading is also up on the channel already. So so thank you to all of you who've subscribed. It's really great because I started this channel not knowing quite how things would work out. It was trial and error for me to bring my readings to YouTube. So thank you for your ongoing support, your comments and all the good wishes you've sent. So yeah, thank you very much. Oh, and also I will be doing more, just to let you know what's sort of coming up, I'll be doing some more love readings during the month and any other readings that are sort of inspired by spirit. So, look out for those. If you haven't subscribed already, then please take a moment to just subscribe and click the notification bell because, as I say, I'm sort of doing what I can to meet the needs of people who are subscribing at the moment, and hopefully there'll be readings that you want to hear. You know what I mean? I always feel that you're led here for a purpose, so please do join us by subscribing and let's see where we can go with this channel. That would be fantastic. So thank you, Scorpio. Let's get on with looking at your work situation for the month of July. Now that we've got all the businessy stuff out the way. That's what you call it. So I'm going to start off with Oracle and we'll see where we go. So Spirit, what advice do you have for Scorpio for the month of July for their work situation, please? What is the advice you want Scorpio to know? Ooh, that's an interesting start, Scorpio. We have the card of Destiny. Oh my goodness, we have the card of Celebration. Wow. Oops. Let's see what this one is. Okay, we have Disruption. Crown Chakra. Deception and Envy. What else, please, Spirit? I'm going to lay 9 cards and then we'll have a look at them as a whole, Scorpio. What else? What's this one, please? Okay. And that one. Okay, so we have Suffering in Silence and the Power card. We have Financial and Material Changes. And we have Shadow. Are there any more, Spirit? Or do you want me to finish there? Do you want me to take that one? Okay. So we ended up with 10 cards, but that's okay, that's how it goes. So, Scorpio, interesting month in the month of July. I honestly didn't look at your June reading, so I can't remember what we said in June. But, this is an interesting read because here we have you. The first card they gave us was Destiny. So it feels like you're going to be on your correct path in the month of July. So whichever way your career is heading, it looks like you're heading in the right direction. This is spirit-led. It is the path that the soul contract you signed up for before you even came here. All those things. It is, your destiny, basically. So, if you're going through some tricky times in your work at the moment, then be assured that this is a time of transition for you. And it is a time when maybe there are going to be changes made that you feel perhaps a little bit uncomfortable about, but it's leading you in the right direction. Okay? Because that's a very strong card to start off with. And, you are going to be happy with this path that you choose. As I say, even if things don't seem sort of very happy at the moment, and I don't know why I keep saying that, but I think for some of you that's very relevant. It may be a time of change. There may be, you know, something going on that you're not sure about. And, you know, it feels like July is going to be a month where things feel good again. Things feel like you're getting back to doing things that you enjoy doing, for example, which would sort of fit with the way the world is at the moment, with things sort of opening up again. And I think we sort of made reference to that in June. But we're that bit further forward now in July. Obviously, depending on where you are when you're watching this, that may be different for you. But yeah, I mean, here in the UK, things are beginning to open up. So it kind of figures that, you know, you're going to be feeling a lot happier. You're going to be celebrating. You're going to feel back in control of life. You know, things are going to be different. We do have a card of disruption, though, Scorpio. And, you know, again, as I said to you, there may be some of you that are going through some changes that you didn't want to go through. Spirit are, you know, telling me to tell you that, basically, that they acknowledge that some of you will have either gone through or be going through some sort of changes, you know. And, you know, I think it's not no surprise that this card is here. As I just said, we've all been going through a lot of changes in the way that the world is operating. So, you know, this could be a general card, or it could be very much about your particular situation. It may be for some of you that you felt you were on the right path, that you were enjoying your job, your work, your career, the business that you were, you know, running maybe, and maybe then changes came and that brought you some disruption. But the overarching sort of feel of this is that it's a lot happier. So, you know, regardless of the fact there are changes, you are going to be feeling a lot happier because you're on the right path. And, you know, yes, there may be changes, but, you know, they don't feel huge to me. You know, they really don't. I mean, you know, if this resonates with you, please let me know, because I'm sort of, yeah, always interested to hear how this sort of fits with your particular situation. But I think, you know, you have this inner feeling. We have the Crown Chakra card, and that is all about your sort of link with spirit, your sort of intuition, your you know, inner knowledge. And I think you know that you're on the right path, Scorpio, or at least you're on the way to finding your right path. You know, it feels like things are very positive for you at the moment. There may be, with there having been some changes, there may be a part of you that doesn't particularly trust the way things are going. Okay, we have a card of deception and envy. I'm not picking up, at this stage certainly, I'm not picking up that this is about people around you, you know, being deceptive or envious in any way, but more about circumstance. I'm kind of feeling that you're feeling unsure as to whether or not to trust that things are going to be okay now, that you're on the right path. There's a part of you that sort of is concerned about putting your heart and soul into this particular work you're doing, because you have had to face changes along the way, and I think you're a bit worried that you're not out of the woods yet. So here we have a card of you, it says suffering in silence. And it may be that you've had some hold-ups, you know, you've not been able to pursue this particular role or job, or, you know, whatever your situation is, for a while. And it felt like it was a distant dream. For some of you, it may be that you're waiting to get on your life path, you know, and that this is you seeing sort of the right thing for you in the distance, but not feeling you can get there yet because of the changes. So for some of you, as I said earlier, this may be that you felt you were on your life path, but because of, you know, circumstance or events, you've been stopped from moving forward. And, you know, it shows you sort of sitting, worrying, wondering what's going to happen next. But, you know, Spirit are saying, you are heading in the right direction in July, Scorpio. So whatever the hold-ups are or the changes are, your life path is already here, you know. For some of you, you are definitely already on it because this is the first card that came up. And it does kind of feel like you're going to be returning to it because here you are celebrating. But there may have been, as I say, some sort of stop-start energy around your work, which, as I say, isn't really a surprise, is it, in the circumstances for all of us? But it has caused you some worry. And you may feel like it's never going to be the same again because, you know, here you are looking at the sunshine in the distance rather than being in the sunshine right now. But, you know, Spirit are saying they don't want you to be worrying about this situation. I'm going to go down to this card because I like to read in rows as well for these readings, you know. And they're saying, you know, while you've had this time of disruption, it's given you the opportunity to really look within, you know, and follow the sort of... Sorry, they're just talking to me. They've just said, follow the way destiny leads you, which is interesting, isn't it? Because destiny may lead you in a different direction. Even though they're saying you felt this was your destiny. So it may be that something new's coming up. We've not got any new beginnings here in this spread at the moment. But when we do the clarifying cards, it may well be that there's something new coming in for you. So let's look at that in a moment, Scorpio. But, you know, the shadow card is all about... you know, obviously light and dark. We see the light character here, the dark character here. They're asking you to, you know, look within and look at, you know, your work situation and what actually is making you happy and whether or not that's the path you truly want to follow. Because intuitively, you're going to know what is right for you. We have this card of awareness. And remember, Scorpio, that we had the crown chakra card as well. So, you know, we have this real sort of inner knowing, strong intuition for you. In the month of July, you're going to know that things are actually going to work out okay for you. You know that you're on the right path, or you know how to get there. That is very much the feeling I'm getting here. And Spirit is saying, make sure that you stay in light energy. You know, don't get sucked into this dark energy, you know, because this card takes you from dark to light. She's sitting in the dark here, she's heading towards the light. That's the way they want you to go. So make sure you stay positive, you know. Yes, there may be changes, but you are on your right path, Scorpio. And, you know, you have the strength. You know, you have great emotional strength. You have, you know, again, this strong intuition. So I don't particularly like the word power because I think it has all sorts of negative connotations. But this is a really strong card. It is the card of strength. And so, you know, if you have had some disruption to your working life, you have the strength to reach this sunshine. You have the strength to get through during the month of July. You know, things are very much, it feels like the cogs are turning. If we don't see the Chariot card, I'm going to use tarot in a minute because they've just said Chariot to me. So they're showing forward movement. And this is all about, you know, you getting back, either back on your path or finding your true path to destiny during the month of July, with you doing this sort of inner look at yourself to head towards something that makes you happy. And there's definitely material and financial changes here for you, Scorpio. So regardless of you having some doubts and not trusting that things are going to work out and be happy again and be okay again, there's definitely going to be financial and material changes for you. And they're going to be beginning in July. This is not at all negative financial and material changes. It feels, the feeling I get from this card is positivity. So, you know, you have the strength to get through the changes. There are going to be material financial changes during the month of July. They want you to stay very positive, and intuitively you're going to know which direction to go in to get back on your path of destiny, or to join your path, which is your destiny. I'm going to spread the cards out slightly so we've got room for the tarot. Let's put this intuition card down there. Can you see that? They look close together, don't they? There we go. Okay, I'm just going to have a drink of water before we carry on. Thank you, Spirit. Right. I've not been using the tarot in these work readings. I've tended to stick to Oracle, but I just feel the need to use it today. I would be amazed if we don't see the Chariot card, because they said Chariot very, very clearly to me. So I'll come back to that because we're not focused. Right, why is Destiny here, please, Spirit? Why is Destiny here? Okay, so we have the Six of Cups energy here, you know. The Six of Cups is very much about appreciating your, I nearly said environment then, so that must be said for a reason. But yeah, appreciating where you're at the moment, Scorpio. You know, as I said, you are on the right path, or you're just about to get onto your right path. So at the moment, Spirit are asking you to appreciate what's around you, appreciate the people around you, you know, any acts of kindness, you know, appreciate the nature around you, animals, you know, etc., etc., etc. And this very much is also about somebody returning, and I feel that this is what they're saying to me, and so I feel like you are definitely going to get back on the path that you should be on, you know, the work that is right for you. Yeah, so positive stuff there. What is that one? Yeah, they're just saying to me, no need to be so guarded. You know, it may be that you've had some disruption to your working life, and that you felt quite fearful and quite protective of your environment and your money situation. You know, here we have the Four of Pentacles. But again, they're saying, it always reminds me of this card, because, you know, the cat is looking out of the window, but you're sitting here being very protective of your situation and not looking out of the window, not trusting that things are going to work out. It's no surprise, because we had this card here, which was about a lack of trust, basically. So yes, you may not be feeling that happy times are coming, but happy times are coming, basically. And they don't want you to miss the happy times by not trusting that they're real, Scorpio. So look out for that during July. You know, if you're given the opportunity to, you know, restart your work and have some sort of celebration, maybe with work colleagues, etc., etc., then, you know, it doesn't feel like there's a hidden agenda here. It feels like it's a good one. Which one, please? Yeah, again, you've got the strength to get through it. This is what they're saying. They're sort of one step ahead of me at the moment. We had the strength card here. We have it again. You know, so they're saying, you know, just be strong and just get on with your life, Scorpio. You know, don't let doubts and fears get in the way, because, you know, we have a path of destiny here. That is a very strong lead card. Very, very strong lead card. Why have we got disruption here, Spirit? Why have we got disruption here, please? Yeah, don't worry about the changes. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Don't worry about the changes. So any disruption you've had, don't worry about them, Scorpio, because we have the Star card here, and the Star card is very much about wishes that are fulfilled. So wish fulfillment. So any changes that are going to happen, they're going to work in your favour, Scorpio. So if you've got some work meetings coming up, or, you know, some sort of planning you're doing regarding your business, be assured that it's going to work out well for you, Scorpio, in the month of July. So what have we got? Crown Chakra here, please. Why is crown chakra here, please? Yeah, I mean, intuitively, as we say, you know, you are going to be assisted by spirit. You know, you have got this crown chakra card. This is about your spiritual connection. And, you know, they are going to help you to move forward. The King of Wands is a king who's very self-assured. He's creative. He's adventurous. But he does a lot of preparation and planning, you know. So, you know, if your work situation needs you to plan things out in a certain way, know that you're going to be getting spiritual assistance to do that. And, you know, they're going to help you move forward. He's very much a leader, the King of Wands. He's got a lovely energy. I for some reason, he really resonates with me, and I don't know why, because I'm a water sign, but there we are. But he is, there's something about his qualities. He does a lot of planning, a lot of preparation. He's self-assured. He's always ready for this adventure that he's going on. And he's a leader. You see how much attention this cat is paying to the plans that he's making. So, you know, Spirit are saying that they are with you and they're helping you to move this situation forward. So let's see, why do we have deception and envy here? Why is this here, Spirit, please? For Scorpio. Why is it here for Scorpio? Yeah, it may be that this has taken a while. It may be that this situation you're dealing with, or the information you're waiting for, has taken a while to sort itself out. And the more I'm doing your reading, the more I'm feeling this really is to do with the whole lockdown situation. Now, you know, some of you that will resonate with, some of you it won't. But it feels like it's taken ages to sort itself out. The Knight of Pentacles is someone who comes forward with an offer. But this is a well thought out, well planned offer, but has taken time to sort out. He's bringing forth his pentacle. He's bringing forward an offer of a job, or an offer of some financial information. He's a messenger of some sort, but he's a slow moving knight. Okay, and this is why maybe you've been feeling a lack of trust around this situation. You felt that maybe it wasn't for real, or maybe you'll feel when it comes in July that it's not for real if it hasn't come in already. And maybe this is why you've been mistrusting it, because it's just felt ages. It's been ages in English. I'll get my English modelled up today. It's taken ages for it to come to pass, you know, taken ages for this offer to come in. So this, I mean, it amuses me the way that these cards are, look, because we have you being mistrustful, looking in that direction, and we have this knight. It almost feels like he sailed past you. He hasn't. He is going to stop with you. This offer is coming your way in July. And it may simply be news about returning to work, news about your business reopening. It could be any of those things, because this is what's happening a lot, obviously, across the world. And it could be that. You will know what resonates with you, Scorpio. But, you know, it's almost like you're not trusting it because you feel it's not for you. And here he is going in that direction. That made me smile. But it is definitely for you, Scorpio. So let's not worry there. And what's lovely is if we look at this, look, she's looking at the sunshine, and it's almost like he's going to bring it in. I know it's a pentacle, but it almost feels like he's saying, here it is, it's coming to you. Oh dear, these things make me laugh. I am going slightly mad, I swear to God. Anyway, right, suffering in silence. What's that doing here, please, Spirit? Why have we got the suffering in silence card? Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I love this. I love this. You know, I said earlier, there was another card that I said reminded me of this. What was it? It was the Four of Pentacles, where you're in this guarded energy and you can't see what's beyond. But the card that really resonates with it, which was the card that was also on my mind, was the Nine of Swords. And if you look at the similarities in these cards, amazing. You know, here you are in very sad, sorrowful energy. I hope you can see that clearly on the screen. Let me hold it a bit closer for you. Is that actually clear? Doesn't look too clear. Ah, yes, there we are. It's quite a dark card. But it's basically, this girl is sitting on her bed, stressing, worrying, feeling sad. The 9 swords are pointing her towards the sunshine. You see? Sunshine. The bird is looking at the sunshine. The cat is trying to attract her attention and say, there's sunshine out there, let's head in that direction. But she's stuck in this sad energy that is a self-imposed sadness. She doesn't need to be feeling like that, because, you know, at least this girl is looking towards the sun, but there's a very similar energy here. So Spirit is saying, as I probably said earlier, they don't want you to stay in this energy because the sunshine is there for you if only you look at it. Okay, so that's about your belief in the fact that when this offer is here, or when this opportunity is here, and the opportunity to celebrate is here, that it's real. And they're confirming that by giving us the 10 of Pentacles. Things are going to be all right for you, Scorpio. You know, look at the abundance in this card. Not only are the family all looking very happy, but look at the abundance that they're surrounded with. Look at all the pentacles and look at the house. So that is financial abundance, but also an abundance of, you know, family life and, you know, I mean, look at all the grapes growing. You know, there's abundance on every level. So they're saying, you know, don't worry about this situation because your work situation is the path you're due to be on, and it is going to lead you to abundance. So, you know, it's okay for you to trust it. Why do we have the Power card here, please? Why do we have the Power card, Spirit? You want me to take all 3, okay. Yeah, they're saying don't keep yourself trapped, Scorpio. You know, you have the strength, even if you're worried about your situation and maybe there's been a disruption to your finance in, you know, the lead up to July. Maybe there's been some sort of disruption and you have worried about your financial life. But they're saying you have the strength to get through the changes that you've had to deal with. I do feel, I say had, because I do feel they're past now. I feel in July, things are picking up and looking a lot better for you. But they said don't stay stuck in like a prisoner type energy. This is a self-imposed prison. You know, we have this girl who is sitting here. It looks like, I don't know, can you see that quite clearly? It looks like her hands, her wrists are bound. But here we see the ends of the ties, and we don't see any knots at all. We also see, although she has a circle of swords around her, she could easily walk out of them. We don't know if her ankles are bound, but even so, she has room to escape. This is a self-imposed prison. And it's a bit similar to the 9 of Swords in a way, because, you know, here you are feeling sad and keeping yourself in sad energy. And this is what they don't want because they've given you the 10 of Pentacles already. Let's see what these other 2 cards are that they gave us with the 8 of Swords energy. Yeah, this is a fantastic creative beginning. Creative, adventurous, exciting. There's a new opportunity here. Aces are always about new beginnings. So, you know, you have an opportunity, as I said, to either get back on the path that you were on before, if that was, you know, what you really enjoyed and that was right for you. Or it may be a completely fresh start for you if that's what you're looking for. You know, these readings are very general, as I always say, Scorpio, and you have free will to choose which path you go on. But, you know, your destiny is here, and you will know intuitively, because Spirit are helping to guide you, which path you're going on. What is interesting here is, you know, we had very much, when Spirit said they're guiding you in Wands energy, the King of Wands. You know, remember we said he's adventurous, he's got these self-assured energy, leadership qualities, but a sense of adventure about him. And here you are with Ace of Wands. So, you know, this is the beginning of this journey, whether it's the journey you were already on and it's a fresh start within it, or whether it is a new start, only you will know what resonates with you. Keep an eye on people around you, though, who may be envious or may be trying to give too many of their own opinions. They've just said to me, family. This could be family members who are advising you on what to do regarding your career. And Spirit are giving you a very clear message here, Scorpio. Only you know what is right for your destiny and your career path, and what, you know, really resonates with you in terms of the work that you choose to do. So, you know, you can see the person in the middle here, you know, looking very confused because all the people around her are interfering, but they've all got something to say. They've all got an opinion, and basically they all want to be listened to. But follow your own path is what Spirit is saying to you. So in the month of July, make sure you make your own decisions, Scorpio, because that's the way you will stay on your correct path. That will help you to feel fulfilled. What are the financial and material changes, please, for Scorpio? They're going to be good. They're going to be good for you, Scorpio. You know, we have these changes coming up, financial and material changes. You're going to be feeling much more in control. You have king energy, which is always good. Just be careful that you're not just using your head in order to make all these decisions. You know, when you're following your path of destiny, your heart is always in it as well. It's got to feel right for your heart. The King of Cups is a loving, caring king, but he finds it very difficult to show it. And therefore, he ends up being a bit of an island. As you can see here, he's sitting in the middle of the ocean, quite happy with his lot, quite sort of in control, you know, having a look at his sort of abundance and caring for the animals, but he's actually living on an island. You know, the King of Cups is quite emotionally distant. So the message here is, you know, as you're pursuing this path, you know, you're going into king energy quite early because you're, you know, following this creative path. I don't know why I keep saying creative. It's an adventurous path, really, but, you know, you all know what suits you career-wise. We do have a creative actually start here because, you know, we have paintbrushes and all sorts of planning going on here. So, you know, follow what is right for you, as we've already said, but make sure that you're not only making decisions with your head, Scorpio, make sure that in your heart it brings you happiness too, you know. Don't be afraid to sort of share your feelings. You may feel a little bit guarded because of the interference of other people, you know, and they have the best of intentions. They're not malicious, but, you know, they can only advise on their own lives, not on yours. You will know what is right for you. So try not to become too sort of removed from people, and also try not to, as I say, follow a career path that is purely sort of money-led or logic-led. You know, make sure your heart's in it too, because that's the only way you'll feel fulfilled, and that's when you'll know that you're following your destiny, because it will feel fulfilling for you. Why is the shadow card here, Spirit, please? Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's just what I've said. I mean, look at this. We've just had the King of Cups, and we've been talking about how isolated the King of Cups can be, regardless of the fact that, you know, he's a deep-feeling, deeply emotional king. So you don't want to cut off those emotions, because your emotions are important in your job, Scorpio, so that you feel fulfilled. And here we have the Knight of Cups, you know. Again, the Knight of Cups comes in with loving energy. So, you know, with it coming up with the shadow card, Spirit is saying to you, you know, make sure that you're giving yourself self-love, you know, make sure you're looking after yourself, you're nurturing yourself, and, you know, don't shut off your emotions, as they've just said. You know, bring emotion into the pot here. You know, the Knight of Cups is a very emotional, very loving, very giving knight, obviously. And he comes in with some sort of love offer, something that is you can feel passionate about, something that you can feel, you know, at peace with inside. And so when you're doing your soul searching, as we talked about earlier, and you're coming out of dark energy into light energy, and you're feeling that bit, so it's lifting your spirits, they're saying, you know, love yourself, put the energy, the loving energy into yourself, you know, and allow yourself to feel those emotions, because they don't want you cutting yourself off. So why do we have awareness here, please, Spirit? Yeah, they say that they know, you know, you will know which path to take. You will know instinctively what's feeling right to you and what's not. So, you know, yes, they're advising you here to make sure that you're loving yourself. This feels like you bringing love to you, to be honest, Scorpio. So, you know, there's this message about looking after yourself during the month of July as well. And, you know, being kind to yourself. And they said, you know, you will also know that you need to take plenty of rest. You know, there will be work to be done during the month of July, but here you see that this person has actually put the swords back in place. Everything's in place, everything's organised, but now she needs rest. So they're saying, you know, make sure don't sort of throw yourself into your working situation, you know, out of any feeling of worry, because in actual fact, you will need those times where you've got to be kind to yourself, got to have some rest. But, you know, you are going to be heading, if you're not already, on the path that's destined for you. So, you know, that's all looking good for you, Scorpio. I'm loving doing the work readings this month, because whereas last month they all felt a bit tetchy and a bit stuck, this month they're showing progression. They're showing, some of them are slower than others, but they're showing progression. So, you know, we're getting a lot of positivity coming out of these. So, yeah, it looks like some interesting times, and enjoy your celebrations, Scorpio. Right, I just want to pull, and we're almost done now, but I just want to pull, these are messages from Spirit. I don't use them for full readings because they have a lot of text on them, and I don't like readings where you're reading loads of words out. So I just pull one or maybe two, depending on what Spirit give us. And it is a message, an overarching message from Spirit to you regarding your work situation for the month of July, Scorpio. Spirit, what do you want to tell Scorpio, please? What do you want to tell Scorpio today? Okay. I've not seen this card before, so this is going to be interesting. It's quite a new deck to me, so I'm not that familiar with it. But the card says, give back. I'll read it to you because it's very, as I say, it's white, so it doesn't always come out on camera. It says, today is the day to cast aside normal routines and make your main purpose to serve. It is about giving back without any thoughts or expectation of getting anything in return. Reach out and touch other people's spirits, as it's highly likely that someone really needs it today. And this is why they're saying to you, Scorpio, they don't want you to withdraw, regardless of the interference you're getting from the people around you. They want you to protect who you really are. You know, you're a loving, kind, emotional sign, Scorpio. And so they don't want you to withdraw that kindness from others. But just be selective who you give it to, basically. You know, reach out and touch other people's spirits, as it says. It's highly likely that someone needs it today. So you'll have the opportunity to do that during July. But be discerning, they've just said. Discerning is the word, which is lovely because that's not a word I use, really. Discerning. Yeah, doesn't come up very often, does it, that word? Or maybe it's just me. Anyway, right, I'm going to draw it to a close. It looks like we're going to have a storm here, and it's getting dark and very shadowy across the table. It looks very clear on camera, but for some reason I'm struggling to see the cards. Maybe it's just my eyes. Right, Scorpio, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that helped some of you. If that resonated, please do let me know. I love to hear your feedback, so that's really good. And if you did like it, if you could click like, that would also help the videos to be seen more often. And as I said at the beginning, there'll be more videos coming up in July on whatever spirit want me to focus on. I do intend to do some twin flame soulmate readings, so if that interests you, then please make sure you've subscribed and click the notification bell. And have a lovely, happy July, and I will catch up with you soon. Take care.